runs it down sometimes. As we've seen, I believe last week, didn't exactly have the greatest performance on the Alistar. But I think, you know, especially all of the old heads out there, they remember that Beryl was very good at this champion.
From Nongshim, some games, some DNF, some other teams aren't doing as well. That does also, there's the caveat that, okay, well, if our weaker teams are prioritizing it, what does that say? But I feel like our stronger, like, you're not going to let FEARX Chobi get his ear, is what I'm saying.
Oh, they're looking for Beryl. They'll find him there as well. Wind becomes lightning, but the headbutt to get out of the way. Still, it's first blood that goes over to Raptor. And playing around this bottom lane has been the aim of the game, and they have succeeded. And Raptor wrapping around. Oh, no. Shu is going to see the Xin Zhao coming in, as there's the equalizer, but it's a great exhaust to make sure that she is probably going to have to use this flash. There it is, Wind becomes lightning. Some more needlework is going to come on through there, and in fact wasn't even necessary as Clear locks down another one. Down as Kellen is moving over here. Looks like it is just going to be DK that will be able to collect this. Do have Grubs coming up in under a minute. And so it might be, you know, the potential double dragon angle. Very cool. I liked that conversation that we had over the last couple of days.
Competitive League of Legends that have really made it better. Second place Fearless draft, first place Tempo vibes.
Oh yeah.
100%.
That's how it works. As BNK should be able to get their first objective feat of strength here by taking a couple of grubs. DK used that vision control that they had just to steal one of them away. He is sweeping his way up towards this Rift Scuttler. Blue's just going to immediately come over, try and bully him out here. There's a nice knock-up. Permafrost comes in as Showmaker might be able to get enough damage as the Crescent Guard does come on through. Wind becomes lightning. It's a lot of damage onto Showmaker, and he just cleans it up. Vikla looks for the angle. The flash out from Showmaker gets him over the wall, and now Clear could be in trouble as well. The Permafrost comes down. The Harpoons connect, and Shu picks one up, and DK right back in it. Still, BNK have started it up. Beryl and Aiming moving in. We do have a Sejuani on her way. The ulti from Kellen goes completely wide though, and Lucid just walks on over. Beryl manages to pick it up because he just collects himself a smite. Now the equalizer is cooking all of them still. But Aiming currently just parked here in mid. Lucid looking to try and lock this one down, but does have Raptor hot on his heels. Inside track there for Showmaker though, does get control of that wave quite nicely.
Bringing the Gwen in.
Yeah, teleport to come on forward as Aiming gets slowed down. Winter's Bite will connect as Showmaker goes over the wall. Piercing Arrow does a lot of work as the culling comes down, and Beryl flashes on top of the Gwen, delivers her to the backline. That's almost a bad idea, but still Clear is going to get taken down. The equalizer, great position, still a flash out from Showmaker as Vikla tries to get on top of him, but he leaves Raptor to the wolves! Or the Raptors, I guess, because that's the pit that he's in. Still, they're all just, in the death chamber. That is 3 on the floor for BNK, and they are falling apart.
We've had so many Sundered Sky junglers who are very hard to kill because they get that healing back. It's just an honest, I am very tanky jungler right now.
Yeah, well, Emperor's Divide going to come on through there, and Showmaker just gets himself out of the way as Beryl looks for that trample stun. Kellen holds the door, but can he keep himself alive? The answer is yes, but he leaves his 80 carry for the Wolves. Aiming picks up the kill, but now he's in trouble. The headbutt, the heroism here from Beryl is not enough to save Aiming, who is well and truly in the wrong spot. 1 for 1 as both 80 carries lying on the floor. Vikla now moving up, but they leave Showmaker in this bottom lane, and he might be able to take this turret. Let's just see. Feats of strength already over to DK as they did lock down that kill, and that's a teleport in. Man, they really want to kill Showmaker. They have wanted to kill him for a very long time. Vikla doesn't have ult. Kellen's going to come on over and try and lock this guy down. Maybe they could get it. The answer is yes, but still, that is a lot invested to take down this Yone.
Hanging around though, if they get a steal here, this would be an absolute travesty.
Well, Rift Herald is just going to have a swim. As we can see here, Shia moving on over, but Diablo gets on top of him. Aiming has turned back up. Flash out from Shia, but the flash over from Diablo. It's almost suicidal, but I think it may just work. The headbutt, the pulverize onto 4, but there's no one there to do damage. And DK, they say if you guys can throw a lead, so can we.
This is what we needed to do. Get the Braum passive down and just go in. The Lucian leads the charge. It's a little bit scrappy, it's a little bit messy, but that's Rise Group. They're going to get the Dragon and a big influx of gold, and BNK FEARX are back in control.
That's the kind of play we're looking for. Is Lucid just starting this up?
Oh, they Yeah, I mean, this is the Rise group special. They will get Dplus TP at a minimum. Let's see how far they're willing to go, though. Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Clear could be in a lot of trouble as the exhaust does come down. Pulverize connects onto Clear, but you can see Sheep is dead, and he gets it in the 1v4. Finally, he does go down, but a 1-for-1, that's not what DK were looking for, because Vikler is just taking an inner turret here on this top side of the map. And DK get nothing but the scraps.
Massive ults from Dplus on the back of that play, just trusting his mechanics. No cleanse, just outplays.
Well, there's the knock-up onto Kellen, and he's just exploded. When Showmaker does decide to do stuff, it looks real good.
Yeah, I was talking so positively. I'm like, oh, BNK FEARX in a great position. Their support gets exploded. Oh!
Vikler finds the flash onto two of them. Great headbutt to try and taxi barrel out, but he's so incredibly low. That's a brilliant Zhonya's there from Vikler to avoid the Glacial Prison, and Lucid has to flash to get himself out of the way once again. Clear is fighting a difficult fight. Will be able to take one, but Xiu this time is going to punish him. And Diablo looking to try and take another one down as Xiu in no man's land. And Showmaker going to get flashed on there by Raptor. Does have to flash himself away. And it's only Showmaker left standing. DK in turmoil right now.
Considering how this fight started with Kellen getting exploded, BNK FEARX finding so much out of it, and I think the fact that they didn't have the equalizer, didn't have the ult from the Varus.
Unfortunately.
Oh, they are starting this.
Okay.
BNK FEARX will find it, but what's the help?
Beryl looking for a bit of an angle as the equalizer goes down there as well. Vikler diving towards Xiu, but he may have dove too far as Showmaker snaps himself back. Mid laner for support though, decent trade here for DK.
There's no
as
towers
Raptor
here.
and Kellen looking for an angle. Teleport back available here for Xiu as well, who can recharge that health bar, aiming with the cleanse, but still going to get slowed down. Crescent Guard, that allows DK to disengage. And there is a teleport back in. Clear once again closing the gap to exhaust down onto Showmaker, and Clear is just a man possessed in this game. This guy is a monster. Why the hell did you pick the Rumble and not the Gwen?
Highest damage target, shut him down with the exhaust, and just survive on blinking health bar to make the play. He's getting so much value from it. There was Showmaker, and it allowed him to make the play happen when it honestly seemed like a bit of a suicide mission.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of sustain from that as well. Second dragon going to be picked up from BNK FEARX here, and now a substantial lead. They're just going to go straight towards Sadaka, and Dplus are nowhere near right now to contesting this.
That's 3 objectives in a row picked up here for BNK. Baron power play not exactly massive, but they already had a 5,000 gold lead. This is pretty huge. This game has very quickly slipped away from DK. They came up to a waterfall, and it wasn't one of the ones that the Salmon can actually get up, unfortunately.
Never can count a team out, and it goes both ways, you know?
Yes.
You've always got to watch out for these teams in a winning position, because things can always get a little bit scrappy, a little bit crazy, a little bit goofy, but right now, in a good position. There's a lot of engage on Dplus. It's the zoning.
Sometimes you want to press R, and guess what? Kellen pressed R. Okay, Raptor tanking up the turret for a very long time. Kellen there as well. He just gives it the door, and Diablo does eventually take that one down. Still, Showmaker took the outer on top side.
I feel like sometimes teams get really flustered when Dragon and like Baron are up at the same time, and they heavily lean one side. I do think BNK FEARX have so much control they can kind of do this, but just setting the 80 carry down, pick up the Dragon, maintain control around Baron, 100% the correct move. And now they've secured that. They can move up here. Clear might be in trouble though.
Yeah, there's the knock-up, connects onto the Gwen as the exhaust is going to be put on cooldown. That could be a big deal, and in fact, he's just dead. Lucid collects it just as the snapback was coming on through. That is a huge pickup here for DK. For Beryl to try and get himself back in, as there is the flash to try and lock down Xiu. Can he get the equalizer down? The answer is no, but the Baron just goes over to DK. They're happy to collect that. Now 4 versus 4 on the Rift. Purple buffs secured. And I love that. Use Xiu and manage to get yourself a Baron against the flow of play. Headbutt back from the Pigeon is okay. That's a decent amount of damage to come on through there. On to Raptor as aiming gets himself into a better position, but the cow's still going to go down. I think if Lucid can get himself out, it might be all right, but he does not make it, and that is a double for Diablo. I could have sworn the DK might have been able to make their way out of there, but instead, it's a great wraparound here for Raptor to make sure that they take away 2 of these Barons.
Clutch, they take away a lot of Barons, and
Showmaker trying to get some damage onto Raptor here, but it looks like it will be this inhibitor to go down. Equalizer coming on through there as Clear once again back in the fray. And she could just be dead here. Raptor almost destroyed his aiming, not going to be able to cleanse that. That is just death. And with this inhibitor going down as well, it's only Showmaker and Beryl left alive, desperately trying to defend their base. It's almost a negative 2,000 gold Rebel Baron power play. Oh, these Salmon just cannot get anywhere near up this waterfall as BNK are going to take away the second inhib and looking to finish off this first game against Dplus KIA. The Pulverize not going to connect there onto Vikla, finds him, goes golden, and down goes Showmaker. They collect their target. There's the culling as well, and oh my goodness, BNK, such dominance here in the early game. We'll skip the bit in the middle, and that late game was just beautiful.
Straightforward, pretty almost vanilla. It's just we go forwards, we go aggressive.
Yep.
I'm a little concerned though into Dplus. There's so much DPS, there's so much AoE, there's so much cleave. I just feel like we have players where there's just specific champions where it's like they're exceptions. You know, no matter how nerfed or weak the champion is, it doesn't really matter. Keen Sante, Shiwan Bessa.
Showmaker gets the phase rush. There's the flash forward, and the Q's enough! Takes down the Ari. I think that was a caster minion hit. Side the grubs on the minds of BNK. Sheila and Clear fighting aggressively here. There's the crash down as Lucid gets the kickback. Special delivery as Aiming grabs his first kill of the game. And BNK, I don't think they're contesting this now.
Yeah, well, firstly, the croc wasn't there. But also, that really did not go how BNK FEARX wanted, and Lucy just slides in with a slick kick, delivers a kill to his AD carry. And, you know, he won the Gold King this week, well, last week, but might be being set up for it again.
Terribly. That is a lot invested from DK, and I think you're pretty happy as BNK to just get out utilizing that flash, even if DK didn't need to use any.
Yeah, a little scary, that Crocodile is, but to be fair, you know, ult flash used, he gets out, but then just throwing a charm out. Oh,
so just stealing it away. That's very frustrating. Still has kick if they do want to disengage. Gets the kick flash though, delivers it over to Showmaker. One more auto would have been enough, but there's the Yunara picking up the kill. The snare connects onto Diablo, has to cleanse and flash. Now Kellen is going in. There are 4 people here, but now the Croc is going to show up. And Lucid dashes on over, but he's so slippery, and BNK, they're just dizzy right now.
Okay, they got one out. They got one safe. Raptor's coming over.
Oh dear, well, Raptor is going to come on through. There is a Beryl just dead. That was the real one. I was assuming that was definitely a clone because he was just doing nothing, but I think he just knew he was dead.
You can, it's a Gromp.
Yeah.
It's not that deep, guys. Just let the Gromp go. And they lost so much more because they couldn't let the Gromp go.
Well, now they might be letting the Ambessa go, as the flash does have to be used there by Shu. Aiming, in the meantime, is playing PvE League of Legends. This is the single target version, the single player version that we've been asking for. You know, it's not the fact that Pays was playing.
Well, that's two factors. But the 3 builds have either been, seen a fight start.
Yeah, he doesn't have flash, guys. He is very dead.
Yeah, the 3 start names has been like Yuntal, Kraken, or Blade have kind of been the popular 3.
All right. And so Hextech, just one of them going on over. I feel a Cloud Silver. It's got to be, right? Oh, Ocean, not the best.
It was raining today quite heavily.
It was. It was.
I'm convinced.
Player mastery is a thing, guys, as Lucid is just going to kick Diablo to his death. Showmaker collects that one. This Realm Warps his way underneath this turret. That gets taken down as Vikla. That is not where you want to be teleporting to, my friend. And that is a killing spree for the Yunara. Aiming is just being delivered money. Exhaust going to be employed here onto Beryl. There is a Blast Cone, though. That delivers a Crocodile towards the Nico. Doesn't land the snare, but he just gets himself out. No flash required. Did have to heal. And BNK, some bounty money to be collected here on this top side. Their first turret of the game. And in fact, the only thing outside of those 2 kills that they've been able to get is that 1 Chemtech Dragon. So this is meaningful, increasing their objective take by double.
They got something, you know, it's a small consolation prize. What will they lose for? Because they lose that bot lane tier 2.
In a tier 2.
Yeah, probably going to lose that too, unless they're looking to make a play.
Yeah, Raptor coming on over, aiming in melee range with a Trundle doesn't feel... Oh, never mind, it feels fantastic. Lucid now coming on over, there's the flash forward. popBlossom collects the two of them, is aiming now, free hitting! And he gets dove on top of. That's Vickler locking down that kill, and Beryl is dead at the same time. Clear likely to be taken down, and now Lucid has to flash, and Showmaker needs to get this damage down as she with the public execution, but it's not where it wants to be, and Showmaker just dead on the back end of the fight. Lucid now having to run away, and BNK, there is so much to get. They've got bounty gold, there's an Otacon available. They may have just found their way back into this game. There's the flash charm, and down goes Lucid. Nothing he can do about it. That is a gorgeous little leash into this Otacon play.
What a gold swing in favor. BNK FEARX should be able to get this and the dragon up the back of it. A huge misplay by the bot lane of Dplus, an overstep that's punished. And this is what this composition does best. You engage, you go forward, you see target, you kill target, and boy did they see targets. Be able to pick this up as well.
Yeah, Beryl not going to be able to steal that one away, as Raptor will be able to secure the first Ocean Dragon of the game. Showmaker coming in, trying to make the best of a bad situation, but I think it's just going to remain a bad situation. Never mind, we are realm warping to try and get on top of Diablo. Still, the turret does go down. Is that a clash of the tempo vibes? Maybe the tempo vibes have just elected to not really be here. Maybe this is true chaos reigning on the Rift right now. No tempo vibes to really let us work out who's going to be winning as Clear. DK.
Yes, I think that's what we were met with. Oh, Clear?
Not sure what we're doing here. He gets rune prisoned and is now very, very low. Has to use the ulti. popBlossom collects two. They need to protect the president, though. It's aiming. Oh, public execution! Catches Kellen! This is what this comp does. Just isolates a target, destroys them. And DK back on the horse.
Showmaker or aiming, explode them, and then immediately start moving on to the next one. There can't be really any hesitation.
Well, Hugh might be in a little bit of trouble. Does have to flash as Clear is coming in. They had no idea, and just pop goes the Ambassador. Flash Magnustorm comes through as the exhaust is down onto aiming, but it's a fantastic re-engage. Beryl's still likely to fall down, though, and there is the Realm Warp to get them to safety. Still 2 for 1. It is great for BNK. They're running straight to this Baron.
Big takeaways. Diablo saved his ult there, didn't go in. Still has it for this following fight. But it's still Showmaker and aiming alive who are very threatening. It's a 3v4. I think they still go for the contest. Vickler's on an angle, but he's been spotted.
Yep, they spot him out. Over Deception doesn't quite go in here as Lucid. Very scary. There's the flash out of the way of the charm. And Showmaker trying to come on through. There is Clear diving on top of aiming. The pillar goes down. It's beautifully placed. But still, Showmaker is so dangerous. Diablo, Supercharger comes through, and Showmaker is just being kited and destroyed. They get the Baron and they win the fight. That's a 4.5k Rebel Baron power play. That is high value. And that's only going to extend. It's still got a minute 20 left on that clock. As, yeah, DK, they had this game in the bag. Not anymore. This was going to be 3 games. That would have been so far.
Yep.
Don't get it. Still, not over till it's over. The base hasn't been destroyed yet.
Is a bit of a trough.
Yeah. Well, Realm Warp is just going to deliver some minions to this inhibitor turret.
Wait a second. Backdoor, guys. You can't. You have Baron. Just there's no way this can't happen again. We've had too many of these.
Well, I mean, he's likely to, he can get this turret if he sticks around. And there it is. So Showmaker just takes an inhibitor turret.
Because they're pretty glass cannon. Ryze is bulky, but he hasn't got any true defensive items. Aiming. Oh, only has a hex string. Grab that damage.
What do we, okay, well, Vickler is going to dive forward. Doesn't find the charm as Lucid trying to get out of there. He's so low. Killer Instinct comes down and they manage to take him. There's the 5-man popBlossom, but followed up with an absolutely beautiful Magnet Storm. And BNK are just saying, nah, it's not about the objectives. We heard from Orcs that you're supposed to kill Nexuses. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Or is it Nexi? They're going to kill some Nexi. This is the second one. And it's a 2-0. Wolf knew. The only one of us that knew and now has another customer for his pizza, which I think you should just buy it anyway because it's delicious. I think I've still got one in my freezer.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.